Well, Golden Graces, this is Reverend Doc D on a super Saturday. It is the 13th of September in 2025. We're here hailing from Paradise, Southern California, USA. Mama Oceana Tierra. Welcome, bienvenidos, caribu to all folks, everybody. Appreciate you being here with us. We're going to keep this short, sweet, and succinct. We're going to kiss on you. Maybe we can provide some kisses. Keep it super simple, educational, and a little silly at times as we engage you with longer and more extensive presentation that we're happy to connect you with. We just want to give you a little taste. This is LEV AI, leveraging artificial intelligence. It's really what it's about. And the name of the platform is LEV AI. So the future is in our hands. The world is in our hands. We've got the whole world within our hands. Accessible artificial intelligence. This is Brother Blake Schroeder, 18 years. He's the CEO of this company platform. A lot of experience in the social commerce field, globally, and he has a commitment to innovation, rapid growth in this market, social commerce. So this is an abbreviated version, as I've said. We will not have the Q&A, but you can on the market presentation. Dennis Hassabis, he says the difference here with artificial intelligence is it's going to be 10 times bigger than the industrial revolution and maybe 10 times faster. Now, he's the head of DeepMind, and he made himself head of DeepMind. I don't know if I believe wholeheartedly in what he's saying, but I think the point he's attempting to make is significant. That's why we're doing the book. That's why we're sharing this out. This platform is in pre-launch as of today, and it's due to launch next week, September 25. I think they said the 15th. So this is a solution for influence, attraction, and network marketing entrepreneurs to launch, market, and grow your business. There's no expensive chief management officer, agency, or complicated technical skills necessarily required. This is a plus. Solution oriented for social entrepreneurs, he says. Often, space, one has to have multiple marketing tools. They're fragmented, and that can be costly. There is technical challenges that one may be faced with. You can get burned out attempting to integrate them all. Poor lead generation and client retention. And there's no real clear guide to bring the audience and convert leads to business and then cultivate relationships with those leads to keep it consistent and growing. So I really consider LEV AI a toolbox, an artificial intelligence toolbox that makes building and maintaining a client list far easier. It creates confidence about what to say, how to say, what to do with your prospect, potential customers throughout the engagement process. We're cultivating relationships and it removes the barriers that, it's a prevention mechanism. So one really wouldn't have any excuse to be feeling stuck. And it keeps the brand, and this is branding, which we'll need in this 21st century global village, the branding in front of client base to maximize your business opportunities. It virtually removes the fear of failure. No excuses, really. At this point, once you sign on, there's really no reason for one to be failing with this virtual toolbox in cultivating that consistent momentum. And so this is what it's saying, everything one needs in one place. And it is accessible. So I'll call that a toolbox. Mm-hmm. Containing all these tools, assisting in providing online presence and consistency, having this client relationship management cultivation process, assisting with the artificial intelligence rebuilt reminders will go out in your application of the system. And then there is a database to provide searchable prospects. Over 2 billion are already embedded in the system. So let's be in prevention mode, and being consistent is a value that we have. You have to have it in influence marketing to build an audience. And it's tough sometimes because a lot happens. We have a virtual online presence 24/7, 365, when you're away from it is stressful. I'll probably say that. Create engaging social posts in seconds, and then you can post it directly to various profiles. You can import your contacts via screenshot. And the profile will suggest the profile that's created will suggest how to engage your potential client and attract interaction, engagement, and remind 1 minute time to follow up. So you don't have to type it all in. Take a screenshot, and then LEV AI will do that entry, get the phone number, email, you're set. Ready, set to go. It will provide some enhancement as well, such that one can optimally engage and build depth into that cultivation of relationship. That's so wonderful. We have an AI powered instant website about your business, your enterprise, your entity. Click and go. You have a website that's hosted, published, with lead funnels already in depth, utilizing artificial intelligence. It nudges one to stay consistent. This is a value. I mean, it's practically priceless when you have this consistency. This is probably a key factor in an equation for success is consistency. This is one of the most challenging things or matters, I'll say, to be about is to have consistency. And you'll have the ability to track your business, your book of business for follow-ups. And you can also utilize the AI as a virtual assistant in helping to craft messages. There are over 2 billion prospects that are already embedded in this platform, so you can search the database to keep growing, thriving, growing. Yes. And there's searchable items such as geography, interests, gender, etc. Okay, now this is the one that I say is stratosphere because every plan includes one's own virtual twin avatar. Looks like you, sounds like you, if you will, or you can decide to pick an avatar. Give it any script or use AI to create one. Your virtual twin can speak in multiple languages. I don't know anybody, so we're looking forward to that for sure. On our side of the street, that's just good. So here's just an example. You want to get a nice photo of yourself. That's flattering, and then you can give it to the library. The library of avatars, very background. Just pick one you like. So you can give a teacher your avatar, give it a script, and then you can also have it assist you in cultivating writing on that business. You can use your own voice, a 15-second clip of your voice, or you can pick a voice from the library. You can set the emotion and the tone. I'm not going to play any video, but this is the visual that we put in the system, and it's virtual avatar is speaking Hindi. It's not it. It's not the native tongue of the original creator, but it was speaking Hindi. And I think that's that's a tool that is applicable in this. Oops, military version. So there are two plans being proposed at the moment. They're going to start being available next week. And I'm going to review the Pro plan, which is what I'm suggesting to get the entire toolbox instead of shortcutting yourself. Just get the full toolbox and optimize, maximize what's available. You have your own AI video with a likeness of yourself, including your voice, speaking a script flawlessly in dozens of languages. Right there. That's stratosphere right there. A writing assistant for written posts, emails. It learns your style, your written voice to create a copy, to create copy on business profiles. One can have multiple profiles. And if you see, one can have a portfolio or a crypto folio, especially for entrepreneurs with more than one venture. In your branding, voice, your color, your organization, your teams, whatever you want to call it. There's a social media growth and engagement that provides social tools, craft creative posts. and they get posted in seconds to get noticed. You have a client relationship management tool powered by AI to gather, organize the client base, your book of business, and it will research it for you as well and give you tips on how to engage and cultivate that relationship. Instant Web Builder to create and publish a website. And there's a lead capturing funnel embedded in that as well. You already mentioned the lead funnels. Searchable prospects. There's a 2 billion searchable global profile base database to grow for the long term. You can invite collaborators and contacts to your team to coach, train, share, educate. You can build a library, an archival digital library of videos, various assets, digital assets, intellectual property, courses. It's the invite only team. And this interactive avatar that is a virtual twin. I'm sold on that piece alone. Yeah, a virtual twin, a clone of myself, and it's coaching and thought leadership. I hope I'm grabbing somebody's attention. So an interactive version of you, so it can unlock the potentiality, optimize one's presence anywhere around the world. And you can be asleep in your virtual twin. It's a virtual assistant, literally, that looks like you and talks and chats with others. That's just stratospheric. And you train your avatar on your library of thought, leadership, and assets to coach and train 24/7. So it is an unmatched value at this point. I would say, as I said, the pro is worth it at USD 90. This slot is just doing a guesstimate if we was to go out. Many of us have already done with all these separate platforms or separate tools, if you will. And then your monthly, I would say this is underestimating the cost. And then you have to also factor in real time. Each one of these is a platform, and each one of them has their amount of learning involved with it as well. So the fact that you can get a toolbox that continues all of it is just. So I do feel we've got some value here for everyone involved. Accessible, one of my most favorite words. Accessibility is so relevant today. Economically accessible, not just about physicality around the globe. Accessibility to the poorest people on the planet, to the majority of people on the planet. So I think there's a high level of satisfaction because you're really presenting a stable model, and that's going to resonate in the short, medium, and long term. And then, if you will, there is a residual payout system, cash flow, Kiyosaki cash flow. Um, Now, that's what he's talking about this game economy on the planet. It's crazy, but the thing is, in many ways. In many parts of the world, even the United States, people are doing gigs. There's some places they don't have jobs, so you have to be industrious and creative. So in some ways, this is a benefit to have an entrepreneurial mindset. And my perspective is one needs to cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset for life, for one's life journey, because it really needs to be taught. Communicate, cultivating relationships, learning how to speak to anyone, whatever their shape, size, or color. You just need to learn how to love on one another, share, grow, develop people. There's freelancers all over this planet here in the United States. It's estimated about 70 million people. And then you have folks who have non-employer businesses. And this is something that's important too for those who may be watching that haven't decided to hang their shingle. Go talk to your financial advisor and ask them about a small business in the United States. And if they have not suggested one and you're working for somebody else, I feel you need to look for another financial advisor because our system leans toward small business. You're actually penalized when you work for someone else as an employee. Okay, so some of these details we're going to get into the more comprehensive presentation. We're happy to plug you in. So this is just talking about the beta testing is underway. It's finishing up actually this weekend, they're telling us. So we're looking forward to launching next week. And they're just showing some of the back office access, the reports, tools, sharing links, what's going to happen at launch, tracking, the multilingual piece, that stratospheric, amazing, extraordinary, outstanding, all these adjectives. There's the languages, multi-language support, multilingual support. And they have secured PayPal as a payment method. So I do know email is not always accessible in certain locations on the planet. So you do have other options if you happen to be in one of those countries. I'm going to end it here. There is a 90-second to the video. If you want to take a screenshot, I'll write this down. You can go and look at it. And I just want to say thank you for joining us. We want to play out with may we continue to be guided and in our spirit. May we continue to live in one spirit, one love, one unity. And so it is. Ashe, Shalom, Amen, Aloha, Amen, Namaste, Om Shanti. Ashe, Shalom, Adios, Adios, Asante San. See you next week.